If you walk into a skincare store or scroll through beauty ads, the message is almost always the same. Start anti-aging when wrinkles appear. Or, this product is for your 40s. But from the perspective of preventive medicine, if you wait until then, you've already missed the most critical phase of the game. Most of us believe that skin is an instant mirror of what's happening underneath. We assume that if we look in the mirror and our skin still appears smooth and firm, aging hasn't really begun yet. But biological reality is far quieter and far more unforgiving. Skin doesn't suddenly wake up one day and become old. It ages every second, every minute, through accumulated micro-damage, through tiny disruptions in cellular DNA that the human eye can never see. By the time visible signs like crow's feet, dark spots, or sagging finally appear, the process has already been unfolding silently for 10 to 15 years at the tissue level. So, in this opening video of the Skin Health series, I'm not here to give you a number, an age to worry about. I want you to understand a system that's been operating beneath your skin all along. Because once you understand how that system works, you'll see why so many people misunderstand the true timeline of skin aging and why changing the way you think about it now can shape how your skin looks 20 years from today. Hello, I'm Dr. William Carter. Over the past 30 years, practicing internal medicine and preventive medicine here in the United States, I've had the privilege of caring for thousands of patients across every stage of adulthood. And one of the most important lessons I've learned is this: your skin never lies. It's the largest organ in your body, and it functions like a living journal, quietly recording how you eat, how you sleep, how much stress you carry, and how you interact with the world around you. People often ask me, why is an internal medicine doctor talking about skin? The answer is simple: because skin is never separate from the rest of the body. Your skin is a complex biological system, deeply connected to your immune system and your hormonal system. And in this series, my goal is not to teach you how to cover things up with cosmetic products. I'm here to talk about longevity skin, to help you understand skin biology, how it repairs itself, how it ages, and how we can intervene early, at the root level, to preserve the health and youth of this organ over time. So let's ask a deeper question. If we look at skin under a microscope, when does it actually begin to age? According to research from the National Institutes of Health, the answer surprises many people. The shift typically begins in the mid-20s, most often around age 26. This is the point where the body reaches its biological peak and then gradually transitions from production to preservation. At this stage, three foundational changes begin to happen at the same time. First, collagen and elastin production begins to decline. After about age 25, collagen levels drop by roughly 1% per year. That may sound small, but collagen isn't just cosmetic glue. It's structural support. And when that framework weakens, skin slowly loses its original resilience and firmness. Second, cell turnover starts to slow down. At 18, your epidermis fully renews itself every 21 to 28 days. After 25, that cycle stretches 30 days, 35 days, sometimes 40 days or more. As a result, older cells linger longer on the surface, dulling natural radiance and reducing the skin's ability to absorb nutrients effectively. And third, the skin's natural moisturizing system begins to weaken. Production of hyaluronic acid and protective lipids like ceramides gradually declines. This makes the skin barrier more fragile, less resilient against environmental stressors it once handled with ease. And here's the key point. None of this is visible at first. But biologically, the clock has already started. So why do we so often overlook our 20s? It comes down to a dangerously common misunderstanding of what skin damage actually means. Most people think, if I'm not sunburned, if my skin isn't red or painful, then I'm safe. From a medical standpoint, that assumption is simply not true. According to the American Academy of Dermatology, there's a critical difference between UVB and UVA radiation. UVB is the type of ultraviolet light that causes burning, redness, and immediate discomfort. Think of it as a fire alarm. It hurts, it's loud, and it sends you looking for shade. UVA, on the other hand, is completely silent. It accounts for about 95% of the UV radiation that reaches the Earth, and it penetrates deeply through clouds, through office windows, and even through light clothing. UVA doesn't cause pain, but it travels straight into the dermis. There, it triggers a biochemical process called oxidative stress, the production of free radicals that directly damage cellular DNA. It also activates enzymes known as MMPs, which specialize in breaking down collagen and elastin fibers. This process happens every day, every hour, quietly accumulating like high-interest debt. You don't feel anything in the moment, but the bill arrives years later in the form of deep wrinkles that no cream can fully erase. This leads to an important question. If damage begins in your 20s, why don't most people see visible aging until their late 30s or 40s? The answer lies in one of the body's most remarkable abilities: compensatory capacity. Young skin is like a brand new car with a powerful engine. Even on rough roads, the engine compensates, so you don't feel the bumps right away. There are three key compensation systems at work. First, regenerative overdrive. When UVA damages collagen, young fibroblasts are still strong and responsive. They immediately produce new collagen to fill the gaps. For a while, destruction and repair stay in balance. Second, DNA repair capacity. Skin cells have built-in mechanisms to correct DNA damage caused by free radicals. In youth, abundant cellular energy (ATP) allows this repair system to run efficiently. And third, low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging. This is a core concept in longevity medicine. As damage accumulates, the skin enters a state of chronic, low-level inflammation without visible redness or swelling. Over time, this quiet inflammation slowly drains the skin's biological reserves. Eventually, most often in the late 30s, those reserves run out. Damage begins to outpace repair. This is what I call the point of exposure. When you notice your first real wrinkle, it's not the beginning of the problem. It's the moment your skin's defense system finally signals surrender after years of fighting silently on your behalf. To make this more tangible, I want to share the story of a patient named Michael. Michael is 38 years old. He didn't come to see me because of a serious illness. He came because he felt like he had suddenly aged overnight. Michael has always been active. He spent countless hours outdoors throughout his 20s and early 30s. And like many people, he rarely used sunscreen for a simple reason. My skin is strong. I've never had a sunburn. But around age 38, something changed. Michael began to notice that his skin was recovering much more slowly than before. A small cut from shaving would take a full week to heal rather than 2 days. Mild breakouts or sun-related irritation no longer faded overnight. Instead, they lingered and left behind dull pigmentation. Clinically, this is a critical signal. Slow recovery isn't just a surface issue. It tells us that microcirculation supplying the skin has declined and that fibroblasts, the cells responsible for repair, have become sluggish or deeply stressed. Michael's skin was paying the price for years of unprotected exposure in his 20s. Skin has what we call biological memory. It records every unprotected hour in the sun, every night of poor sleep, every episode of dehydration. And one day, it presents a full report. If this video has made you feel uneasy, here's the good news. Outcomes can change if thinking changes early enough. In preventive medicine, we don't wait for disease to appear. We optimize health while the system is still functioning well. There are 3 guiding principles to understand. First, prevention is far more effective than repair. This is a golden rule. Protecting one existing collagen fiber is at least 10 times easier than trying to stimulate new collagen production later in life. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, reducing cumulative skin damage early is one of the most effective ways to preserve long-term skin function and prevent more serious complications down the road. Second, think of skin as a living organ, not a flat surface. Don't focus only on creams designed to fill wrinkles. Look deeper. What are you eating to nourish skin structure? Are you protecting the blood vessels beneath the skin? Are you respecting the skin's natural biological rhythms? And third, adopt a long-term mindset. Skincare is not a sprint to look better in 1 week. It's a marathon. Small, consistent actions, like proper sun protection and maintaining a healthy skin barrier, create profound differences when you reach your 50s and 60s. The purpose of today's video is simple but foundational. Skin aging is a cumulative process, not a sudden event. What you see on the surface is always the result of biochemical reactions that began long before any visible change appeared. The Skin Health series on Longevity Heart isn't designed to sell you the fantasy of instant youth. We're here to help you build a scientific roadmap, grounded in evidence-based medicine, to protect one of your most valuable assets, the health of your skin. If today's video helped you see your skin through a completely new biological lens, not just as a cosmetic concern, but as a living system, I invite you to help share this perspective. Please like and share this video to support in-depth, science-based health content and to help the people you care about learn how to care for their skin at the root level. Subscribe to Longevity Heart so you don't miss the full Skin Health series coming next. And I have a question for you. After hearing Michael's story, have you noticed any signs of slow recovery in your own skin? Maybe a dark mark that takes longer to fade, or skin that struggles to bounce back after a short night of sleep? Share your experience or questions in the comments below. Your story helps this community gain real-world insight, and I'll respond personally from a clinical perspective. Your skin never betrays you. It simply reflects how you've lived and how you've cared for it. And the good news is this: you still have time to start doing things the right way. In the next video, we'll explore a core idea. Your skin is not cosmetic, why it's a complex endocrine organ. We'll uncover how hormones and internal signals shape your appearance every single day. Thank you for listening. I'll see you in the next step of your skin health journey.